All right. So happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a good morning so far. So today, not a whole lot here to go over because on Wednesday I gave out or I assigned the Unit 2 test. So I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. But just kind of our quick rundown here of our day. Let me present my screen here so that you guys can see my slide. All right, so very similar learning target here, demonstrating knowledge of topics covered in Unit 2, because we'll talk a little bit more about the test here in a second. Hopefully you've been working on that. I'll answer any questions that people might have today, and we'll kind of talk about that here in a second. But the first thing here to go over is the schedule for next week. So as of now, we are returning to our hybrid schedule next week. So this is going to be sent out to parents today from principal, from Mrs. Chesney. But unless the current order is extended beyond December 8th, we are going to be returning to our hybrid schedule in the second half of next week. So you can see here Monday, December 7th, we'll do a remote learning day like we're doing right now. Tuesday is like a Tuesday's been for the last couple of weeks. There's no classes. It'll be an outreach day to work on homework, things like that. Wednesday, December 9th, will be another remote learning day. So we are going to do remote learning that day. And then Thursday and Friday, we'll go back to our hybrid schedule with Cohort A coming on Thursday, Cohort B coming on Friday. So keep that in mind that is the current plan. If something changes, we'll be sure to let you know. But that's currently what is planned here for the schedule. So does anybody have any questions about that, about the schedule and returning to face next week? Okay, cool. So like I said, as long as the official order doesn't get extended, or if we don't hear something from higher up in the schools, we'll be returning to face soon. So the other thing then is the test. So here is the directions again that we went over on Wednesday. Just a couple of things that I want to kind of make sure are getting covered here. First of all, remember it is OpenNote. Make sure you're using your notes. If you have questions about where to find those, let me know. But we've talked about that a little bit already. Make sure you're looking for those things. But otherwise, just kind of reiterating here the importance of the fact that this is a test, not a homework grade. So each question is worth 10 points for a total of 30 points that's going in as a test grade. And this semester, we've only had 2 other tests. We had the Charlemagne Justinian test, and then we had the Unit 1 test. So this will only be our 3rd test grade in the grade book. So I can't really stress enough how important these 30 points are and making sure that you get them done before Sunday because, it's a test, not a homework grade. So I'm not planning on extending it any further out from Sunday, from that due date. So make sure you're getting it done and getting it turned in because this is not homework. This is a test. So I can't stress that enough. So, yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to kind of really drive home here about the test. Make sure it's done before Sunday or on Sunday so that we can get that graded, get that in the grade book, and then we can kind of move on here to our next topic. So, yeah. So, I'm lagging bad. Oh, you're not anymore. Okay. How many sentences do you have to have for each question? So in the directions, I said that there isn't a minimum number of sentences. Reason being is because I want you to just answer the whole question. So like looking at, for example, just number 1 here, there's like 2 basic questions or 3 questions here, how did this lead to the rise of the Renaissance? What were the major political, economic, social changes? And why does the name Renaissance make sense? I want you to answer those 3 questions, but I don't want you to be stressing trying to get to a certain sentence limit or stopping your answer after you reach a certain minimum number of sentences. So if I were to say you need 4 sentences, a lot of people would probably either stretch out their answer to get to 4 or stop as soon as they get there and not answer the whole question. So there isn't a minimum number of sentences. You just need enough to answer the whole question. I expect it'll probably be about a paragraph or more, but that depends on how you answer the question and kind of how much you put into it. So, yep. So that's kind of the word count there. Good. Any other questions here about the test? Okay. So I'm going to be available all through the weekend by email. If you do have a question, please let me know, because like I've been saying, this is a test grade. I want to make sure that we put a good test score in the grade book. I don't want us to fall behind because of this, but I had to get a test out there. I wanted to get one in and needed to make this test. So, all right. Okay, so if there are no more questions, then that is it. I'm not giving you something new this week or new today. Question: will next week be our last week of school? No, I believe we go to the 17th or 18th, I believe is our last day. Actually, let me check a calendar here on my phone real quick. Yeah, the 18th, I believe, is our last day of school. So we'll have next week, and then we'll have, if we don't get the order extended, then we'll be in hybrid schedule for that last week of school as well, the 14th through the 18th. So, yep, 2 weeks left until Christmas break, holiday break. Okay, good. So if there are no questions, then I'm going to give you guys time to work on the test. How long is holiday break? I think it's through January 4th, I want to say. It's 2 weeks. Let me check my calendar again. Yeah, I think we come back to school on Monday the 4th. The schedule next week, here, I'll present my screen again. Basically, it's Thursday, Friday next week will be hybrid schedule is the plan. So, but I'll bring that slide back up here. Yeah, here's that schedule. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be in this remote learning stuff with classes on Monday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday going back to hybrid schedule. Good. Okay. Cool. So I will still be here to answer questions. I'll stay in the Google Meet here to answer any questions about the test, but otherwise I want to give you guys this class time here to work through them with me available to answer anything. So if you have a question, let me know, but otherwise I'll let you guys get to work on that.